Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday Living During Cancer. And I know it's been a while, it's been a minute since I have sat down and talked to you guys and given you an update on what's been happening. So that's what I'm gonna do now. About my treatment, how I've been feeling, what I've been up to. And I hope to continue keeping you updated more frequently, and I'll talk about that in the video. So if you wanna hear more about how to make every day of your life important and count, you don't just have to have a, cancer or have a chronic illness. It could be for everyone and anyone. So anyway, if you like this kind of thing and you want to know more about it, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be notified when a new video goes up, go ahead and hit that bell and it will notify you when a new video goes up. And that's it. I'm glad to be back. And by the way, my name is Christine and let's get into it. Where have I been? Well, let's start with treatments. So the last time I did any filming was like last March. So treatment since then, I had to make a list. So I've been off chemo for a year, and then I took a couple months off, and about 7 months ago I started Kisqali, which is a pill, and it went along with some shots, and I forget the name of the medication. I would just call them honey butt shots because the fluid inside is like honey, and they gotta take it real slow when they shoot it in, and then they switched me to some pills instead. Kind of same medication, just pill form. So I've been on that combo of oral medication for 7 months, like I said, and holding there, basically. So I'm not getting better, meaning my markers aren't lowering in number and they're not going up. They're just kind of right there. And my liver and kidneys are doing fine on the medication, so that's why we're going to continue it. If something goes wrong with that, I don't know what the next step is. But everything's just sort of right there, holding solid, which is good. I've had trouble breathing over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, and there was fluid in my lungs, and I think I reported on that before in like old videos. And I've had tubes around the lungs, not in the lungs, but in the outside lining of the lung. I know it makes sense, but it squishes the lung up, makes it hard to breathe. So that kind of reconciled itself. It kind of fixed itself. And then I had a tube removed. That was like 5 days in the hospital, but that was back in April or May. So no more tubes. Everything like that is gone, which is nice because I had tubes for everything at one point. And so it's so nice. No tubes at all. Very freeing. I never thought I'd be able to like get in the water or a bathtub again, right? So now I can. Not that I have, but I can if I want to, and that's what counts. That's probably the only thing going on with treatments right now. I'm just stable with that. Physically, again, my breathing is, so even with the tube out and the fluid's gone, I still have trouble breathing. I'm on a lot of inhalers, and I do have COPD, and that's from not smoking, but it's from years of not managing adult asthma, not knowing I had it because I felt better than I did when I was a kid. So it's sort of messed up my lungs. So I'm taking medication for that. I went to pulmonary rehab, and what they do there, it's really interesting. It's like physical therapy, but for your lungs, and it's really slow intro to exercise again. So like 3 minutes of like cardio and then 2 minutes to rest. And they like do a whole assessment on you and everything, know where to start you and stuff. So I did that for 8 weeks, and oh my gosh, I felt so much better. My breathing became better, my back pain became better, everything became better because I was walking more and out of the chair and standing up straight and doing a little strength training and all of that. And it really helped. It was only 2 days a week for like an hour and a half. And I didn't really do much at home, but I did, walk around the house a little bit more. But I'm able to get my own coffee now. When I say get my own coffee and my breakfast, I mean, I can stand up long enough without being in pain or my body shaking. As long as it takes to get a cup of coffee, make it, and have it drain through and fill it and everything, and get toast and stuff. So that's awesome because I couldn't do it before. I could barely stand a minute. Now I can stand maybe 5 minutes. And it doesn't sound like much, but for me, it is amazing. And when I exited the program, they did another like assessment on me, and I walked 300 feet more than I did when I first started. I was able to. And I walked a full 6 minutes without having to take breaks. And when I did the initial assessment, I was taking breaks every minute to 45 seconds on a 6-minute walk. So trying to recover. So that is probably one of the best things. When I originally was diagnosed and I had a broken back and a broken arm, I was told if you break your back, there's too many lesions on it. If you break your back again, we can't fix it. So I asked what kind of exercise, what could I do? And the specialist was like, I can't tell you. I don't know what will break your back. Don't fall, especially, but it could, anything, any movement, anything. So I sat in a chair for 2 years, afraid to do anything. And I just regressed, I just got worse. My everything hurt to stand up because I wasn't used to it. And so after this pulmonary rehab, we started so slow. It was so great. I know now what I can do. So I'll talk a little bit more about that as what I'm going to be doing further on. But that's been great. I still, when I go to the store, I do ride the scooters now. I didn't before, but I'll tell you, it has made the shopping experience so much more enjoyable. Instead of leaning on a cart and just having to take breaks, having my body shake, getting tired and weak and trying to find a place to sit and not really recovering well. But as long as I'm sitting on those carts, and they have them everywhere now, Target, Walmart, Costco. I don't go out often, but when I do, it's nice to know I can pick up one of those, not carts, but scooters, So grateful for those. I'll probably still do those. I can walk, but I can't, go shopping all day like that. I have to sit down often. It's just more comfortable. I also will use a cane sometimes. That just helps keep my body upright. And so I don't get tired. I have a cane to lean on because I don't have a shopping cart or a walker. I don't take a big walker anywhere. I don't really need it for balance. I just need it to lean on. But I'm much better. So now when I go to say TJ Maxx and they have a cart and no scooter, I can stay in there longer and look at the few things that I like to look at, and then I can leave. It just made it so much nicer. So I am doing better physically. Unfortunately, when I stopped chemo, my hair started to grow back. As you can see, it's getting long. It's curly on this side till about, a third of the back of my head, and then it's kind of just wavy and flat on the other side, all the way around. And so it's just kind of weird to deal with. It's super curly kinky, where blow drying it and straightening it does not make it look like this. Even my hairdresser had a hard time. But with the new pills I was taking, I'm thinning up here again, losing hair, and I do have a significant bald spot in the back of my head. So I do wear hats, and I wear a lot of bandanas, and as a scarf-like thing, I wear quite a bit of those out and about. I have all different colors now because, it's a long story, you sweat, and then the hairstyle doesn't stay, and then it's just easier to cover it all up. So that's what I do. My eyes still water pretty intensely. It doesn't help that I get allergies on top of that sometimes. And it makes it hard to wear eye makeup and mascara and stuff like that. So I don't do that every day or often at all, only when I'm going somewhere in particular. Like today, you guys aren't special enough for me to put eye makeup on or any makeup on. No, yeah, I just don't want to have to wash it off. It's also washing off makeup. I have to stand over a sink and I have to wash it all off, and that can be difficult. I can't stand that long, or it hurts my low back or my upper back, and so it limits how much makeup I can wear, unfortunately, because you guys know how much I like it. And the weight gain. Oh my gosh, I've been on steroids for over a year, for about a year and a half. No, yeah, about a year. And I'm on a lower dosage now. I've gotten that far, but the steroids, they make you want to eat. They make you have hot flashes even more. They make you feel good, but they also have nasty side effects. So I'm on a low dose now, and as far as we know, that's just where I'm going to be for a while. So I did manage to go from 20 milligrams a day down to 10, and I was stable at 10. Anytime I tried to go lower, I couldn't, and then I go down to 5 now. So I'm at 5, and I'm feeling good right there. Yeah, so physically, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And then emotionally, let's talk emotions. That's probably the biggest thing of why I haven't been doing videos. A lot of things go into it. When you can't breathe, going to the toilet or whatever, getting dressed, taking a shower, those things take it out of you. I only come down the stairs from my bedroom once, sit in my chair all day, and go back upstairs and go to bed or shower before I go to bed or shower before, but I never go up and down the stairs all day. I just can't. It causes, you know, of course you get depressed, there's anxiety because I'm bored, and depressed because I'm bored. I watch a lot of YouTube. It just makes you not want to do things. You're not motivated to do things that you enjoy. Couldn't read, didn't want to crochet. I was just sitting for a really long time and bored. Yeah, and I don't sleep during the day. I don't nap a lot. I stay up late, I have trouble sleeping, so that adds to that anxiety and stuff like that, and the depression. Especially when tougher times are when I talk to the doctor and he's like, you're still the same, and I don't know if I should take you off this medication or not, and he really hasn't said what's next, if there is a next. So that a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression come along with that too. So I manage, I'm on medication for that. Especially every day runs into the next day and you feel, I could film that video tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do that project tomorrow. It's just another day I'm sitting at home. So that's another thing. That's another reason, that lack of motivation and days running into the next. Next thing, how have I been spending my time? Well, I haven't been totally sitting most of the time, but I do watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch regular cable, like TV. I don't know why. I have it, I just don't watch it. A lot of YouTube, a lot of TV binging. So I'll binge different series and stuff like that. If you want, I was thinking of doing a video. If you guys are up for this, let me know in the comments. Just my favorite YouTube channels there's makeup, books, everything from people washing carpets, you know, for like relaxing, or mowing lawns for relaxing. I watch some of those sometimes. There's all kinds of videos, so I can make a list and talk to you about them if you guys want me to. Also, I have traveled this year. That's been one of my goals, that no matter how I feel, I want to make sure I get a lot of traveling in. This year I went to Seattle in January and visited Derek and Taya. Then I went to New York in April. That was my first time to New York, and I absolutely loved it. We saw Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, and I loved Ellis Island. I had relatives that came over on boats, so I love that stuff. I went to Pittsburgh on a genealogy excursion, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a little town called Vandergrift. Talk more about that in probably another video or so. I've got something planned for that, to talk about my trip. I don't know if I'll be doing one more trip before the end of the year. It's kind of getting close to the end of the year and the holidays and stuff, so I may not be able to, but I'm thinking about it. I visit with family and friends. Once in a while I have lunch with a girlfriend. My family has come out to visit me, my sisters and my mom. I've gone to visit them a few times. I have a girlfriend that comes every other week or when she can. Usually she tries every other week, or once a week sometimes, and we just sit and talk because it's just easier. I don't need to go out and shop or have coffee somewhere or leave the house. She comes, I can be as I am in my pajamas, and we just have girl time, and it's so much fun. I really appreciate that. That's probably one of the biggest things that I really look forward to. I've done a lot of reading lately, but like I said before, I had not been reading at all. So I've been reading a lot lately, and if you follow me on Instagram, which is Living During Cancer, so follow me on Instagram. I put a lot of the books I've been reading and I rate them there. I might do like a little collection and talk about each book in depth more in another video or something. If you guys are interested in that, go ahead and put that in the comments also. I did some crocheting this year, but I haven't been. When it's like 100 degrees out or 90 plus, I don't tend to like a big blanket on me. So I don't crochet much in the summer, but coming this month in November, I really got to get this blanket done that I've been working on for about a year and a half maybe. Yeah, it's a big blanket, and I got a lot of yarn to get through, and I need to get that done for sure. Have not been wearing makeup. Right now I just have lipstick and filled in my brows a little bit. That's it. I want to get back into it just a little bit. I'm trying to find an easy way to do it. Again, without having to plan on days that I'm I don't know, some way that I can do it and not have a hard time getting it all off and having to stand over the sink. I'm doing better now and I'm stronger, so maybe I can do it. I haven't really tried yet. So I do shopping with via YouTube and my kids and my husband. So what I do is there's a couple of YouTubers that do stores actually in my area. And when I say my area, I mean like the ones I go to. They go to my TJ Maxx, my Marshalls, my Costco, Macy's or the Old Navy, Walmart, Target. They go to the stores that are just right here. And so if I see something I like, I check it out. Sometimes I buy it online and then they go pick it up for me. And that makes it really easy. Or sometimes I do like to just do a little Target run and head over there and cruise around for just a little bit. Especially because sometimes those carts, they lie to you and they say they're full. Not the cart, the scooter. They're full of juice and they're not. And I've been stuck in the middle of the Target before or Walmart and have to walk back. And so it's not a big deal, but it's a little frustrating. That kind of ends my shopping trip right there. And one of the biggest things that we've been busy with, that I've been busy with, and well, I don't know how busy I've been with, I can't do much with her, but we got a new dog and a second dog. So we have Coco, and I'll try and put somewhere, I'll pop a picture of her, like right here. We'll get a picture right there. And her name's Coco. She's a mixed poodle breed. I just had her DNA test done. I haven't gotten the results back yet. We have sent her to daycare because she is wild. She is wild. She needs that to get that energy out. Even though there's people here at the house all the time, we're just too busy to do it, and I can't physically get up and chase her around and play a lot of fetch with her and stuff like that. So she's loving daycare. She goes twice a week. I drop her off, and my daughter will pick her up, or I'll pick her up. And after I drop her off, I go to the gym. So now I'm getting into this nice habit of going to the gym. And it really is comforting because it reminds me, it's a comforting space. It reminds me of when I used to drop the kids off at daycare or school and then go to the gym and then do the rest of my day and then go pick them up. It's a old feeling, a comfort feeling, something that's known to me. And that's really important, I think. I didn't realize how important that was to maybe go back and do something that used to be a comfort, or that I used to do and I was comfortable doing. I don't know how to say it. I didn't realize how important that could be at a time where I never know what the next day is going to be like. I just don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Don't know what the next doctor appointment's going to hold. I don't know if I'll be in the ER or taking more medicines. I just don't know. So it's really nice to have that comfort feeling of dropping the dog off, going to the gym, maybe getting a Starbucks, and then headed home, and then I could just crash for the rest of the day. That's been really nice. That is my treatment update, my physical update, what I'm feeling like, emotional update. So right now, currently, I'm feeling pretty good. I got myself together to get a video out. I did film this video a couple weeks ago, and then it was like 5 minutes long. So I hope this one's longer. I hope I went into more detail for you. 5 minutes long, and then I had trouble with my computer. It broke. I deleted it, and I thought, I'm just gonna do it all over. I'm glad I'm getting it done now. I am feeling much better. Like I said, I'm taking the dog to daycare, going to the gym, making myself do it, and it feels really good. It feels really good. I feel like I have a routine that I've just been without a routine for so long, except when I had chemo. That was pretty much a routine for me. So for the future, what does the future look like? What am I anticipating? What am I looking forward to? More travel. Lots more travel. I might have to do some traveling by myself, and that's okay. I can do that. I've learned to manage airports by myself and all of that in different areas and stuff, so I can do that. Planning a trip to Scotland next year. I want to head out to Seattle next year to see my son again. I want to maybe go back to Pennsylvania. It's possible, which is even closer, is a New York trip again in April, and then heading out to Philadelphia after that, like doing a quick train ride over there. So we'll see. There's a lot of ifs and stuff, and nothing's in stone yet, but those are kind of the goals I have. And then when we're in Scotland, I want to take the girls over to Paris for a few days, because you can't go all the way to Europe and not hit Paris again. I love Paris. I love France in general. You guys know that. I'm going to keep up the exercise. That's my goal. Doing it twice a week, 3 times a week is my goal. That's it. Being a trainer in the past, and I know how to up everything. I think it was just a mental game for me when I was told you can't do anything. And then at pulmonary rehab, which I call fat camp. Long story. I just like to give things nicknames. It's easier sometimes for my brain to say. They showed me a way to go really, really slow, which I didn't know I could go that slow. Didn't occur to me. Got me out of the mindset of you can't do anything. So really happy. So I'm going 3 times a week now. I'm really excited about that. And it just gets me stronger so that I can go on these trips. I did go when I want to talk about reading. I want to do more reading. or maintain my reading. There's always a lot of good books. I've been reading a lot of horror lately, and horror is anything with like, I don't do extreme horror with like body horror or anything cutting people, like no. But I do enjoy like vampires, ghosts, things like that. So I've read a bunch of that. Maybe it's because of the season. I do like my romance novels still. There's just still a lot out there that I want to read. So I'm really excited, and I renewed my library card, and they have an app that you can go to, and I can download ebooks and audiobooks from the library. So that's going to help me out a lot instead of having to buy everything. I don't buy physical books or get physical books most of the time, or really at all, because I can read them, but because my eyes water, when I look down to the reading part of my glasses, my eyes are like flooded with water and it's hard to see. It's like, it's blurry. So I just get on my tablet and I just make those letters huge, and then I can look at it straight ahead and it's fine. So that's what I do. Or I use Audible or audiobooks for driving, doctor's appointments, and now I do it at the gym. So that gives me another reason. So now I'm having 2 books going at once, which is fine, and listening to one at the gym and then reading one. And then I'd like to give updates on that too sometimes if anybody wants them. But again, check out my Instagram. I kind of put daily stuff on there, more up-to-date stuff, and that's Living During Cancer on Instagram. And the other thing I'm gonna do this year is work more on my genealogy. I don't know if I've spoken a lot on it, and I could do like a whole video about it, I guess, but I do Ancestry.com. We found a lot of stuff. So I don't want to go into it too much because I think I want to do a little separate little update on that. I know I've got all these little updates. I'm not trying to tease you or anything. It's just a lot to talk about because it's been so long, right? And for the channel, that's something I want to do with my channel. I want to, give little book reports, talk about what I've done at the gym, talk about my favorites, things that have helped me on my journey. I do have a whole video planned for things that really help during this time for me. So if you know someone that has a chronic illness, or if you yourself has some kind of illness, it kind of maybe a little guideline or just a little information on what you could do or say to help that person. So yeah, I have a lot of plans for that. I'd like to go back to again doing vlogs, doing videos once a week. Well, we're gonna wrap things up here in a minute. Just want to thank you all for being here and sticking with me here. If you want to hear more and see more, subscribe. That helps a lot. I want to get my numbers up to 100, so I have a little ways to go, but I can do it. Subscribe, and if you want to know when a video comes up, since haven't been, I've been MIA for a while, go ahead and hit that little bell, click on the bell, and it'll notify you when a video goes up. Also, again, follow me on Instagram at Living During Cancer. And thanks for staying so long with me. And I don't know how long this video is, but you know what? I really appreciate it. And if you hung out this long, go ahead and put like a heart emoji in the comments and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I do want to build some kind of community between my friends, my family, and others that are in my position. If there's anything you'd like to see or know about, or ask me personally, I'm open to that. I'm gonna put a few things in the description box down below, like just how to reach me for life coaching, how to reach me, my Instagram, things like that. If you want to know anything else, like what lipstick I'm wearing, I don't know, what glasses I have on, I don't know, people do that. They list stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. You can leave a comment and ask me, and I'm happy to answer that for you. Okay? All right. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.